going, guys? That's not too bad. PatriotMechanic. Yeah, PatriotMechanic. PatriotMechanic on YouTube. It's on my page, PatriotMechanic. Oh, goodness. We got two people. What's going on? So, Mrs. Mechanic has escaped. We are rolling down the road. Unfortunately, one of the ladies in the convoy driving by herself is not feeling well today, getting a little dizzy and so forth, and she approached Mrs. Mechanic and inquired if she knew how to drive a manual transmission. So, I'm on my own as Mrs. Mechanic grabs another gear and heads east with the lovely Rosie Rose. So I won't be able to answer a ton of questions because I won't be able to read them. But we're rolling along pretty slow and we'll get some in. Feel free to comment, like, share, subscribe. I always forget to tell people to do that. What do you say, Mander? How we doing today? I know you've been in here already. So we've just left rest stop. To be honest, I have no idea how much farther it is or anything else. I do believe it's right off 90. I want to say it's a fairground someplace. I would expect we'll be there in an hour and a half or so, 2 hours. It's hard to say. I haven't even been paying attention to what kind of miles we're putting on. I know I don't know, like 15,000 into this convoy. It's hard. A lot of them. I lost track, but there's a lot. Hey, Bronwyn. Glad you guys are here hanging out with us. Well, just me. Just hanging out with me. Mrs. Mechanic is driving another lady's vehicle as she was not feeling well and didn't think it was wise to continue on her own. I heard, can you drive a stick shift? I said, oh my, she can, but it's been a few years, I think. I much prefer a manual transmission myself, for any number of reasons. Mostly control. They do a lot better going downhill on soft ground, I'll tell you that. No, I wouldn't mind if she was sleeping. I hope she's doing okay up there. I think she got some coffee in her, so she should be able to stay awake. No, one of the other ladies wasn't feeling good, and Jessica is driving her car. So hopefully there's no issues there. I am amazed. Very, very clean, straight, no rust, but clearly ancient paint. 68 to 72 Chevy pickup just rolled by. An old farm truck, but excellent shape. They do not seem to rust out around here like they do in Ohio for sure. 2 hours, 52 minutes, huh? Okay. That's not too bad. See. She is ahead of me. I'm next to last. I'm not sure, kind of a hatchback type affair. I can't remember what's written on it. I wasn't even. So she went over to Rose's car and they disappeared, and I was getting everything squared away to take off, and I went to start the Jeep and I said, key fob not detected. Meaning that she has them both in her purse. And boy, did I take a run for it trying to find her. I did catch her, so we're good to go there. On an oversight on her part, I'm sure she may stop to grab a pack, but we're doing okay. Everything looks so convenient. I made all these new cars now. House, so that I don't know. I think she was getting her hair cut, something like that, and she had the keys in her purse. That's fine. And I think I was actually taking the forms off an air conditioner pad that I had poured at a rental house for somebody, and off, and yeah, the car turns out. And I called her a number of times, but she didn't have her phone, or it was on silent or something. So I ended up walking back. It was, of course, middle of August. But it taught me a valuable lesson. All right, guys, I'm going to be back in like 3 minutes. I will see you soon. Okay, now we're talking. Is there a problem with other people? Okay. Okay, guys, headed back towards 90 East now. Billings, Montana. Turn on my radio. Probably a little far to catch any chatter at this point. That took a few minutes. I'm a few miles behind them. I'm not super concerned. Man, this is just beautiful country, though. It really, really is. We'll catch up with them in a couple minutes here. So we got like 3 hours drive left going the speed limit, which currently I'm 2 under, I think. I believe it's 80 through here. But the convoy is rolling about 50 miles an hour, 55 miles an hour most of the time, it seems. 60 maybe. So it's doing pretty good. We should catch up here in a few miles. I haven't seen anybody yet, so they're not dragging too hard. We rolled everybody out of the rest stop pretty well. Of course, there was a handful of stragglers. I was just going to ride it out, but then I heard it was closer to 3 hours drive, and I figured I'd stop and grab something to drink and a pack of smokes. When I catch up with the convoy, I'll be able to talk to you a little bit better, but it's kind of tricky to try and read comments at 85 mile an hour. But I do like these 80 mile an hour highways. If you're not convoying, they move great. Nah, they're only a couple miles ahead of me. I'm running probably 30 mile an hour faster than they are, so what's that? I'm picking up a mile every 2 minutes. So 10 minutes if they're 5 ahead of me. No big deal. But I absolutely get the big sky country thing now, no question. It is. It's hard to explain. It's just big sky. Always wanted to come here. So glad we're driving through it. The sun's out, so I can see what's going on. We haven't had any issues with stuff today. We got a tire plug leaking on the big red van, but she's holding on okay for now. And if it goes flat, we'll stop and put another one in it. We might be getting to the point of putting two in it, actually. So we'll see how that works out.